Good morning. Today has been very unusual as far as like routines and things go. And it's kind of like got my brain going crazy. But normally I would if I go to the gym, it's going to be first thing in the morning before I do anything. But we were going to record the podcast today, and then we decided, you know what, let's record it tomorrow instead. And I'm like, well, I can go to the gym now. But I was hungry, so I made my smoothie. But if you're anything like me, I can't run, I can't work out or do anything like on a stomach with food in it. So I am going to the gym, but I'm gonna have to wait just a little bit before I actually go to the gym because I actually want to run. That's all I want to do. I want to run. In the meantime, in between time, let's have a little chat. First, I want to just say thank you for all the feedback and love and support over this, I guess, my entire YouTube career, but specifically the last few videos have been so supportive. And that content, specifically the one where your old life is going to cost you your new one, we had a conversation on detachment, it's way different than what I would typically do. And to just have that support from y'all really means the world to me, and it encourages me to continue just really doing what I want and throwing different types of content out there. So thank you so much. It literally means the absolute world to your girl. Okay, last night I deleted TikTok and Instagram. I literally sat on my phone on Instagram for like an hour. I've never done that. That's just not something that I do. I was on my Discover page. I'm looking at indie love lashes. I'm like, this ain't even content you normally watch, but it was on my Discover page and I was just bored and I found myself in this rabbit hole. So I was like, you know what? You need to delete these apps. TikTok, I really don't be on there like that. It don't really hold my attention that much. I don't know what it is. I've been that way with TikTok for a little bit. But I went ahead and deleted those apps because before we came into the new year, I told myself, how about we delete our social media accounts at the beginning of the year so we could just have a clean slate, clarity, you know what I mean? And I never did that. So that was my sign. You need to delete these accounts or the apps for now. I don't know how long they're going to be deleted. And I think a little bit of my anxiety outside of my routine being a little, different than what it usually is, I think a little of that anxiety came from that because truthfully, I'm going through something right now in my personal life, dealing with family and really just setting boundaries for myself and not allowing certain things to take place within these relationships. And I think I was running away from that. I was running away from dealing with the emotions that I had related to that situation. So I even told myself, I was like, you're running away, but that's okay. I'm gonna allow you to do that for a little bit. Let's run away for a little bit, but you're gonna have to deal with these emotions. And so we dealing with them. And that's really why I want to go to the gym. I have so much energy to release. Like I said earlier, we were supposed to record the podcast today. And days that we record the podcast, I don't run. I don't do heavy workouts because I find in the past that I've been so tired. I can't even think straight. And I want to show up on the podcast in a clear mental space. I don't want to be tired because I want to be able to express what is on my mind. But yeah, girl, that's what the deal is today. That's where I'm at. That's what's going on. That's what's popping. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the gym in the next 30 minutes. But in the meantime, I'm going to make my quinoa for my macro bowl for lunch. Sipping my tea because some ginger tea. Bro, that actually just happened. It's not as bad as it looks, I promise. But yeah, I'm sipping some tea because I overate my lunch. As I was eating, I was like, should I be full already? I feel like I got full really quickly. So yeah, I end up overeating, especially when you have like IBS. Excuse me. If you take one bite too many, like it's going to bloat you. That lunch was really good. I've been trying to like quinoa for the past 3 years and it just wasn't doing it for me. But today I made it with coconut milk and I added some green onions, garlic, salt, pepper, and it was immaculate. I really enjoyed that. And I'm really trying to I feel like lunch having to eat at lunch. First of all, how dare my body? Having to eat at lunch is so inconvenient for like when you working and stuff. But I'm trying to get back into like eating my lunches at home because I have been eating this restaurant called Pellet Cafe. It's like Mediterranean. If you probably seen it before my other vlogs. I'm not saying I'm not going to eat that anymore, but I'm trying to have more balance. I'm just trying to have more balance. And today has just really been a great day. I feel like whenever I first got up, not when I first got up, girl, what you saying? This morning, my mind was spinning so badly because I was just like, my routine wasn't happening as I am used to it happening. And I was thinking about a million things and my brain was just all over the place. But today has shown me that there is beauty in the unfamiliar. There is beauty in clarity and changing up your routine a little bit, because honestly there's a part of me that be wanting to do my routine the same exact way that I do it every single time I do it, but I'm gonna make sure I'm spicing it up a little bit more. Like, that's what today showed me. And it was just a really amazing day. I had a great run. I ran like 2 miles. I only worked out for like 25 to 30 minutes. That's all I needed. I just needed to run and move my body today and release the energy that I needed to release. And I'm really just grateful. I have so much gratitude today for the life that I live, that I was able to just, flow and make last minute changes to my routine and be like, hey, I want to go work out today at this time. I know this is different than what I usually do, but I have the flexibility and honestly the privilege to do that. And I'm just so grateful that I'm in this space. And I think I take for granted a lot of the things that, like, just my life in general. I think I take a lot of things for granted and I don't realize that I'm literally living the life of my dreams as we speak right now. Me a year ago, 2 years ago, like literally dreamed of this life. And I don't know, a lot of times it's important to make space for gratitude. Just a moment to say thank you, God. Thank you, Source, for this life that I live. Even if you don't feel like you are where you want to be. Because I just feel like a lot of times we move fast. And once we finish one thing, it's on to the next. And we don't realize how far that we've come. And I feel like for me personally, I had gotten to the point where it was always, okay, now what? Without really taking time to sit down and be grateful for where I am. One of my tarot cards, it was like a couple weeks ago. The message on that card was, when the obsession of bettering yourself and improving your current situation. Wait, what did it say? Hold on, I wrote it down in my journal. And yes, my pants are unbuttoned because I'm bloated. Okay, we found it. Because when I read it, I was just like, this? Because I found myself in that space often. And I just been reflecting on this and making sure that I'm having gratitude and being present. But you could have all the material abundance in the world and still be miserable if your obsession with improving your current conditions is itself the problem. If that ain't a bar, I don't know what is, because I feel like so many of us are guilty of that, and I'm just like making it a priority to be in the moment and thank the universe for the miracle that is my life. Good morning. I am actually so exhausted, so tired. I feel like this week in general, I haven't slept very well. Well, I've had more bad days of sleep than I've had good. But on the agenda for today, because work still gotta be done, you know? On the agenda for today, the only thing I really need to do is record the podcast, and I want to start editing this vlog so I'm not like editing all day on Saturday. Also, I wanted to give you like a social media detox update. I really haven't had any like cravings or urge to get on social media. I mean, mind you, it's only been one day, and I don't know how, like I said before, I don't know how long this is gonna last, because at some point I am gonna get back on there to obviously create and consume content that actually that I like and that fuels me. But as I said yesterday, I feel like I was using it as an escape. I had a really good audio journal session yesterday, because I feel like if I hadn't deleted those apps, then instead of feeling my emotion and expressing myself, I would have went to social media. But I mean, that was the whole point of deleting the apps in the first place. But y'all, please excuse me, because like I said, I'm exhausted, so I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Like I said, I haven't had the urge to get on there. I'm having so many moments of clarity, of peace, of not obsessing over things and people that are out of my control, and like really just learning to flow again, relearning to flow and just trust the universe again, because I've been in this space before, you know, where I'm flowing and trusting source. But sometimes we fall out of that, and we have to remember how that felt, because a lot of times when you remember how things feel, you don't really want to get away from that feeling. So you'll do whatever it takes to stay in that area, in that space of, you know, gratitude and clarity and peace. But yeah, like I said, I had a really good audio journaling session yesterday. I had some feelings of like I had some overwhelming feelings and like anxiety, and I just really didn't know where it came from. But I think we often be moving so fast, we don't take the time to really understand where it came from, and I'm glad I did that, so I wouldn't come home and release that energy to my family, to the people that I love. So yeah, I worked that out and like realized, okay, it's actually this thing, and I worked through how I actually felt. And once I expressed how I actually felt, I felt so much better. The anxiety and being overwhelmed just really went away. So I know for sure I'm definitely going to keep my apps deleted throughout the weekend, because today is Friday. But yeah, I know I'm going to definitely keep them deleted throughout the weekend. So yeah, that is my update. I'm feeling really good, trusting my gut. I'm feeling good about myself too. I think, you know, I mentioned like not having a lot of mental clarity, but when you online, you see people all day long, and so you unconsciously compare yourself to these other people, and then you start to feel bad about yourself not knowing why, because you unconsciously, mindlessly compared yourself. And so now you don't feel that great about yourself. The thing about it, the grass is always greener on the other side. Like it always looks like, it's not always greener, but it looks greener on the other side. And so that's the concept that I've developed when it comes to being on social media. But yeah, I'm learning to love myself and all that I am. And yeah, so we're feeling good. And yeah, I gotta get my day started because it's early in the morning. It's not super early, but it's like mid-morning, and I need my smoothie. Okay, let's have a little book chat. So I just finished reading Somebody's Daughter by Ashley Ford, and I'm not gonna say too much about it because I know I'm going to do like what I read in January, and I think I want to include like articles, newsletters, as well as books, obviously. But I really think that could be super dope. But yeah, so last weekend I finished reading Somebody's Daughter by Ashley Ford, and all I'm gonna say is it's an amazing book. It's heartbreaking, it's empowering, it's relatable, healed some of my wounds, and just I really felt seen, especially when it comes to her relationship with her mother. Completely relatable, and like I said, I felt really seen. Now I literally just started this book last night, which was Thursday night. My one book a week it's not starting off too well. Mind you though, I probably will read this entire book this weekend because that's when I get most of my reading done. Also, somebody asked me, how do I find time to read? And honestly, I just replace habits that like scrolling on social media, watching TV. Granted, I will watch my shows, but it's all about balance. Because right now I'm loving Suits. And there's another show called Maniac on Netflix that I can't wait to see. I love shows like that. Like, I'm really into Black Mirror. It was a movie called Hello, Darling, or Don't Worry, Darling, that I really liked. Really into stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, I just, instead of scrolling or when I have any downtime, or even if you like when I wait in line to pick up my child, I have my book with me. So anytime I'm waiting or like literally doing nothing, I pull out my book. But like I said before, I get a lot of my reading done mostly on the weekends. But I just started Small Worlds last night, and it is so amazing. This author specifically, Caleb Nelson, I hear amazing things about him. And it's crazy because I checked this book out at the library a little while ago, probably like 3 months ago, and I couldn't get into it. So it's just so funny how different things hit different depending on where you're at in your life. Because when I first read it, I was like, I can't get into it. But now, like the first couple of pages, oh my God, amazing. It's just so poetic and beautiful and introspective, and he really reminds me of a young James Baldwin. So if you can check this book out, purchase it, whatever. Like, I'm already recommending it, and I haven't even finished it. But Travis, he read Open Water and absolutely loved it. I haven't read Open Water. I haven't read any books by this author yet, so I think this is just his second novel. But I am gonna be all up in this book this weekend, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, in my last video, there was talk about a book club, and so many of y'all was like, yes, let's do a book club, let's do a book club. My thing is, I've never been a part of a book club, so I don't really know how it works. Let me tell you what I think, and y'all can let me know if this is how it works. I think we pick a book to read every month, and then we talk about it. Now, where we talk about it, I was thinking maybe a group chat, something like there's this group chat situation thing that I've been really needing and wanting to start. It's called Geneva, so I can like have a more intimate way to connect with y'all in real time, and just the book club will be the push to do that. But yeah, we have like a little group chat, and we kind of like talk about it, or we could meet once a month. I don't know, like what do y'all think? If you've been a part of a book club before, let me know how it works. Really, I'm leaning towards the group chat thing, but also I'm thinking like, okay, how do we not talk about, like, what if we say something about a certain part of the book and somebody hasn't read that book, so now we spoiled that part for that person, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to figure out the logistics of it, but it's definitely something that I would like to do. And I mean, I would love y'all's help, advice on how to do this thing. I know it's a quick Google, but every time I Google book club, it just be like, start a book club, da, 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 da. Like, you don't really, I feel like it doesn't really give many details. So, yeah, let me know. I gave you my thoughts on how I think it, in my head, how it should go. I feel like with meeting, everybody's schedule is so different, but I love that idea as well. I don't know. Let me know, like, what are y'all leaning towards when you think of a book club? How do you perceive it? What do you think? What does that look like for you? And also, this is our book club, so we can do it however we want to do it. So all opinions and perspectives is definitely appreciated. We don't have to do it any kind of traditional way. We can do it like however it works for us. As I'm talking about it, I'm actually really excited about it. So yeah, let's chat and let's talk about this book club of ours. This is probably going to be the end of this vlog because I want to be able to edit it and get it up on time for your Sunday, your chill Sunday routine or your Sunday reset or whatever the case may be. But yeah, again, thank y'all so much for being here with me, being in this space, spending time with me, allowing me into your space, seeing me, and just being so receptive to the content, the variety of content that I've been giving y'all. Like, that makes my heart sing. It makes me feel encouraged and empowered to put out whatever content that is in my heart. Yeah. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.